Greetings and welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining myself, Ona Hawk, and DJ SeriousBlack here on Wanderlust TV in a program called True North Live. We are here to share with you what we call the Om Revival. May you let yourself be free in this space, comfortable and at ease in your flow as you let deep vibrations move through you, within and around. Take a time now to just feel settled where you are with your breath. Open yourself to the spirit that moves within, that guides you here on your mat and beyond. Feel free to shift, to move yourself as your energy tells you what you need. Please trust yourself as your best guide. We'll just move the breath, this life-giving energy, in and out through the nostrils with eyes closed or open. Relaxing the best you can, all the parts of you, small and large. Taking up space, all that's available to you in your practice area as well as inside of your body. Stretch out, break all the rules. Tear down the walls that maybe you have built or have been constructed to keep you small. Listen. See. And feel. You may bring in an intention, an affirmation that you own, that is unique to only you. May it be your purpose, a desire, or a sense of freedom you wish to expand and grow. We'll take a deep inhale in together and just pause at the top of this breath. As long as it's comfortable to hold for just a second longer. And then open your mouth wide and sigh this exhale out through it. Again, relaxing lips closed, taking your time. Inhale. Maybe you feel like rounding or taking a little more breath in at the top here instead of holding. And then open your mouth again, sigh out. Relaxing lips closed, returning breath to in and out through the nose. as you hear the sound of your inner voice through this flow. Allow yourself to trust it more and more. And if eyes are closed, slowly opening them to let in the light around you. And you'll let the legs come out long in front of you to the very front edge of your mat. And feel free to use the hands to adjust so that you have support beneath, connection to earth, and balance from root to crown along your spine. And we'll just move the toes to point straight up. See if you can get a little more length from hip to heel. And with your next inhale, we'll point the thumbs up and pinkies down as you raise arms overhead. And at the top, as you breathe out, close the palms together. Take a deep breath in, feel length through each of your sides. And then turn the palms to face forward, separating the hands. As you exhale, take a fold forward. Maybe hands do reach the toes. Perhaps you rest them on the ground beside the legs or on top of them. We're not trying to go beyond the flexibility that's allowed here by you. Still feeling at ease. Instead of forcing, maybe the chin comes closer to chest. Full expansion of abdomen to just where it may touch the top of the thighs. And exhale, navel towards spine. Maybe you relax a little deeper. One more deep inhale. And complete exhale out. And then we'll point the thumbs back up, spread those fingers as you inhale, raise arms back up overhead as you bring shoulders over hips. Turning hands out to the sides, and as you exhale, reaching in both those directions, increasing the span of these limbs until they come down next to your seat. And then we'll bend both knees, bringing feet flat to the mat. And you can draw your hands slightly further back behind you. For balance, as you just rock the knees side to side. They don't have to come all the way over to the floor. And then balancing back at the middle here. We're gonna bring our feet a little bit closer to us, move the hands back, and bring your seat in that direction as well. Drawing the feet back in, and press into the palms of the hands as you breathe in, raising chest and eyes up. And as you exhale, chin towards chest, coming down and maybe relaxing onto the upper part of your seat. And with an inhale, keeping feet grounded, toes relaxed as you breathe in and open that space again between shoulders as you lift face. And exhale, relax, rounding spine and bending elbows. As you inhale again, we'll just straighten the spine back up, eyes straight ahead. You can come into a hands and knees position in your own way, or you can press into the palms, lift the seat up off the mat, and then roll up onto the toes, keeping your eyes on your knees, little steps with hands as you relax knees down with the rest of an exhale. And here, use your hands again, adjusting the feet beneath you, feeling shoulders relaxed away from ears, and with a comfortable inhale, floating arms straight up to shoulder height. As you breathe out, relaxing palms onto the thighs. We won't stay here long, so allow these deep breaths here to matter without rushing. And maybe that exhale lets you sink a little more weight onto the feet. We are waking these toes up and those reflexology points beneath them. As you inhale again, you're going to float the arms straight up out again to shoulder height in front of you. And exhale, softly bringing the hands down to the mat. Spreading fingers, grounding and meeting the earth there before releasing your knees back into a table position and then maybe adjusting all of yourself as to where you are. Breathing in and exhaling out. With your next breath, just moving in a little more gratitude for these limbs, the strength and their ability. And with your inhale, you'll arch the back as you look out in front of you. And chin towards the chest, rounding spine up towards ceiling with your exhale. In the inhale, you're gonna arch again, looking out in front of you. And then you'll separate the knees, keeping feet together, and breathe out, seat back towards feet, releasing upper body down, forehead to the mat, and letting that abdominal space find its nest between the thighs. Checking in all the time with your rhythm. Let's take one more deep breath here. In. And let it go with your exhale. Maybe something stays here. Pressing palms down to the mat as you inhale. You'll raise the head and the heart. And exhale. Keeping the length of these limbs out in front. One more inhale. And as you exhale, bend the elbows out to your side. The hips come up as you take your upper body through the hands and relax on the front of the body. Maybe you bring the legs a little closer together or keep the legs wide apart. You'll draw the shoulders back away from the ears, blades closer together and elbows in by your side. As you inhale, lift head, chest into a baby cobra. As you breathe out, feel the width in the front of the hips and inhale that flotation as you expand with that breath in. And the exhale, you'll let the whole body come back down. Now you might want to bring the knees a little closer together in alignment with the hips. As you inhale again, you'll press up, straightening the arms, coming back into your table position, lifting up the feet, and then bringing the toes down, curled under. Keeping shoulders over the hips, or over wrists, and hips may be further in front of the knees. As you breathe in, you're gonna lift the knees up off the ground, coming into plank pose. And then with your next breath in, hips come all the way up, and find where you want your feet to be. If you can, leave the hands where they are. Spread those fingers and meet the support of earth beneath you. Take a breath in. We'll raise up as high as you can onto the toes. And with your exhale, settle the heels down slowly. Breathing in again and raising back up onto the toes, and then taking little steps or as many as you need to make your way with ease up to the top of your mat, finding yourself in a forward fold. Breathe in, and as you exhale, let what you can release along the spine, from shoulders down to fingers, from the hips down through the back of the legs and into the heels. See if you can relax the toes a little more, maybe even lift them off the ground and find space between them. Taking one more breath in here, and we'll exhale it all out. You're gonna keep the arms loose, chin to chest. As you breathe in, we'll float up into a stand. Once you're looking straight ahead, maybe move those shoulders a little further back behind. And we'll breathe in and straighten the legs as you bring arms out to the side and up over your shoulders. And as you breathe out, the palms will close together. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, maybe shoulders can release a little bit more from ears. Then we'll inhale and shift the hips forward and take the eyes to look up in between that space. Just slightly see between hands. You're gonna bring the thumb and the forefinger of each hand together. And as you breathe out again, keep a bend in your elbow as you think of bringing arms slightly back behind you and elbows almost at your waist as you point those long fingers out to each side. You can bend the knees a little bit, keeping in mind that awakening of the Kundalini energy at the base of the spine. And with your next inhale, we'll straighten everything up. All the way, looking straight ahead as palms close together with the exhale. Take another breath in to lengthen through sides and bring the back of the hands to touch. As you breathe out, arms go out and down as you come down again into your fold. A relaxed one. Knuckles towards earth. Breathe in and breathe out. You're gonna turn the palms now to reach towards the mat. And you'll lengthen your right leg back behind you and release with the exhale, toes curled under into a lunge on this side. Minding that front knee directly over the ankle, and try to lengthen through that long leg behind, heel right over toes. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, we'll bend this knee and come onto the top of the foot. You're gonna relax that left side of the chest onto this thigh and move your hands to your waist. As you inhale, you'll lift the chest and then relax one hand on the back of the other onto this knee. Drawing lowest rib in, shoulders relaxed. Breathe in, lift that energy up through the front of you as you raise eyes towards ceiling. And exhale, maybe you find a little deeper of an arch back, trying not to let the head drop. And then if you want to, you can stay there or raise your hands together up overhead. Turn the hands out and exhale. Again, somewhat reaching behind you as you bring a circle of protective or healing energy around you. Palms face forward here. And then we'll inhale, slowly raising arms out in front of you. And exhale them down outside each side of this front foot. Curl that toe behind. Inhale, and we'll raise that knee back off ground. And take your time sending that front foot back to meet in plank pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel strong as you inhale and slowly raise hips back up into your pyramid shape. We'll take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let gravity assist in drawing heels as close down to the mat as you can. And then we'll inhale and raise up onto the toes, exhaling down onto your knees and tops of the feet. Breathing in and looking out in front. Maybe a little arch in the back. And then undoing that as you move seat back towards heels, keeping the thighs together, and forearms come down into Sphinx pose. Keeping eyes and their focus somewhere between the wrists or the thumbs. Deep inhale. And we'll let this go. And then stretching arms back out. Breathe in, look out in front. Exhale. Follow that direction as you bend elbows out to the side and move chest through again. Flat down onto front of the body. Elbows close in. You may take the same size cobra, or if a different shape is calling you, honor that. Breathe in up where you are and slowly exhale, coming back down. And you can use your knees if you want to, or curl those toes under and press up back into plank pose. Breathe out completely here, no rush. Inhale and hips will return back up. Breathe out as you find where your feet can be to feel steady. And then here, we'll just take our left hand and slide it diagonally back to the opposite foot. Maybe you reach towards toes or actually touch them. And you might even look under that right shoulder. We'll breathe in and return that palm back out in front. And inhale, raise up onto the toes. And again, exhale down softly onto knees, tops of the feet. And we'll just draw that right foot up in between the hands. Then we're gonna come into the high lunge, curling the toes underneath of that leg behind. Breathe in and raise the knee off the ground. And maybe you swivel or slide it back to find the length that flexibility allows here. Breathe in, press into those toes as you relax the toes of the front foot, and then soften as you release that knee down behind you with the exhale and coming onto top of the foot. Right side of the chest now rests on this thigh. And then the hands come to the waist. As you inhale, raising chest and heart back up. And one palm on the back of the other. Breathe in, lifting, opening heart, throat. And as you exhale, only releasing back into this bend here if it feels good for you. And again, the option of staying there or raising arms up overhead. Back of the hands touch And as you exhale, bring that circle back around and down, palms face forward. Breathe in. Exhale out. And the next inhale, floating arms back out in front. Exhaling them softly down. And curling that toe back under. We're gonna raise up off of that knee back into the lunge pose. And you'll step the front foot back into plank. Breathe in, hips come back up. Finding your place for your feet once again. And breathe in. Exhale out. So similarly on this side, we are just going to practice bringing that right hand off ground and then sliding it diagonally through towards left foot. And maybe you take that look under your left arm this time. With your inhale, you'll release that arm back out and next to the one in front. What we'll do here is raise again up as high as you can onto the toes and then take a walk. Feet in between hands at the top of the mat, hanging out in your fold here. Feel free to hold on to opposite elbows or maybe swivel at the waist or turn the head from left to right. And then you'll bring the arms down and relaxed for one more breath in. A complete exhale here. And then arms will come out to the side as you rise up into your stance with your inhale. Arms and hands over shoulder before exhaling, the palms closed. Now this time, what you'll do is you may raise up onto the toes. You don't have to come up high. Just to practice and balance here. You might even raise up onto one toe and then switch. Breathe in. And exhale, coming down. And arms, again, pushing that energy around you as you release them back down to your sides. Here you'll inhale and float the arms to the front of your body. Chin towards the chest. We're gonna exhale back down into the fold. Hands meeting mat. And we'll take the left foot back this time. And just relax onto that knee. You don't want the legs spread as apart as they would be for a lunge, but more like a box shape. So front knee over front ankle and back hip directly over the knee that's on the ground. We'll inhale and look out in front as you raise shoulders over hips. And here, the palms close together and move in front of your heart. Breathe in. And breathe out. Settle shoulders away from ears again and trust the support of the parts of you touching mat. Now here you're gonna move your right elbow out towards that right knee and with like a half twist of your body. With your exhale, you're gonna twist all the way over to your left side. And just relax the hands down in front of the abdomen, palms facing you. Then breathe in and palms come out to the side, facing forward. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale again, you're gonna twist your head to look over that right arm out in front of you. And breathe in, swivel the head back over your heart center. And as you exhale, twist head to look over the shoulder behind you. Breathe in as you swivel the head and the whole body back to face forward with the arms out to the side. And then you'll bend the elbows with your exhale. So palms facing forward in the direction you're looking with a breath in. And as you exhale, we'll bring that energy from each hand together back in front of heart. And with your inhale, push palms straight out. As you breathe out, think of releasing energy that you want to leave you and to stay here to transform. It comes down. Now, supporting with the hands, enough to bring the knees back next to one another in your table. Feel free to stay still or maybe rock hips side to side. Stay. Take your time now, still, at the center of you and center of your mat. With your next inhale, you'll bring opposite foot up in between the hands. Again, adjustment might be needed to find that true box shape between the legs. And then when you're ready and feeling balanced, breathing in, raising arms straight out in front, shoulders over hips, where palms close together, bending elbows and bringing that energy into your heart space. Then with your inhale, we will bring the left elbow out towards that front knee. Again, half twist of the upper body at the waist and the full twist with your exhale. So relaxing, hands down, again in front of your abdomen. With your next breath in, opening the arms out long to each side. Breathe out. Taking a deep inhale in again. And as you exhale, you'll twist your head to look over that front arm. Checking in with the shoulders, breathing in as you swivel the head back over your center. And we'll exhale, twisting head over opposite shoulder behind. So with this next inhale, you're gonna bring the head back to the middle and then twist whole upper body back to face forward. Again, as you breathe out, you will bend each of the elbows, palms facing in front of you. Take a nice breath here. And as you exhale, what is it that you are bringing from hands to heart as they come in front of it? Take a breath in now, and you'll release the hands, pushing palms out in front of you, and then exhale them down into the mat. Palms flat if you can, to bring knees back together, and you may return into a child pose or a sphinx pose, anyone that suits your body and your vibration here and now. And let gravity be a healthy force on you. Let it help you. One more inhale. And exhale out. Spread those fingers. As you inhale, lift head, chest, long, strong arms, and breathe out. With your inhale, you'll raise back up to your table and take your time meeting this posture. Then we'll shift the feet over to one side and take the hands around the opposite side. Supporting yourself as you release the hips and seat down next to your feet. Maybe use your hands to bring the legs out long. And you can bend the knees to help bring yourself up. Feet back to the front edge. Hands maybe back underneath you to draw that flesh out so that you have width and a foundation beneath. And then palms rested on thighs. Checking in as to where you may be holding something that already gave you the hint or message that it was ready to go. So taking a deep breath in, feeling okay with releasing and letting that leave. With space and with time, you're free to fill now what you need or want the most. We'll breathe in and float the arms straight out to shoulder height in front. And you may keep the arms out long here, as long as shoulders stay relaxed as you release one part of your spine at a time to come softly down, bringing hands to meet the mat, maybe even forearms as much as you need to bring yourself down gently. Back of the body returns to the support, this cradle that Earth is holding us. Imagine how free you can be to move, to rock, to let yourself shift physically, mentally, and energetically. Let feet soften. Relax out from the ankles. Let hips widen. Let the core of you breathe, dance, or just be. Relax the eyes, even if they do not close. Feel the flow reaching down even to the fingers. And decide if you wish to bring the palms and that healing energy to any space of your body. Or turn up to receive. To call back in the love you poured out here. want to stay, you may. Or let the next 5 breaths bring you back. Wherever you are in your count with breath, let this next exhale out entirely. Then moving fingers and toes, the muscles of your face, until you feel energy moving from there, on that limb, back in, heart, soul, whatever lives in the middle of you, bringing legs close and bending the knees, feet flat to the mat. Shifting feet and seat over to one side, maybe adjusting even shoulders so you can roll over and take a few more breaths here, meeting the peace of this transition. When you're ready, pressing with hands yourself up to move shoulders back atop the hips. Bringing yourself into whatever kind of easy position actually feels easy to you. Breathe in, breathe out. Palms up near heart and then drawing them close together. Feeling the fingers touch, maybe even base of the knuckles, and heel of the palm. Bringing your attention to that little space in the center of the hands. May it hold your sound, your story, and your truth. This practice revealed. Take an inhale. As you breathe out, take a bow. Being here with the light that shines on you and from within out to the world. You are seen and you are heard. And with that, I close this third part of the Om Revival with sounds from DJ SeriousBlack, a flow that I love to share from Ona Hawk. Peace. Until next time, thank you.